Julie, we're so excited to welcome you to the Lifestyles family, top producing real estate agent. So welcome.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
And what a way to start it off, right? With a gorgeous home.
Yes, I'm excited to show you the neighborhood of Fairbanks Ranch and also a beautiful listing within the north side of Fairbanks. So right now we're pulling in through the guard gates. We have 24-hour manned gates, and they are armed guards. It's the only community that I know of in San Diego County with armed guards. And we also have 24-hour roving patrols. So very safe community, top-notch security.
And everybody knows there's so many amenities in Fairbanks Ranch that are unique to just this ranch.
That's very true. We just passed the equestrian facility. And we have trainers there for hunter jumper, dressage, English saddle seat, and Western riding. And there are also riding camps for kids in the summer, which is great. And residents can keep their horses there, or if you don't own a horse but you'd like to take lessons, they have school horses.
Even better. And the drive in Fairbanks Ranch is just so gorgeous.
It is lovely, wide streets. And there's 75 acres of dedicated open space with walking trails, a park course. It's a beautiful community.
And I'm unbelievably excited to see this house. I've heard the best things about it.
I am excited to show it to you. It's spectacular.
And I guess if you're in Fairbanks Ranch, the house is going to speak for itself. Just this grandiose, beautiful house.
It is lovely. There are 620 home sites here in Fairbanks, and they're all custom homes. So no two are exactly alike, and the one that we're going to see is very, very special.
Wow, this is stunning. It's like being in France.
Isn't it lovely? French provincial architecture.
Wow, Julie, talk about a grand entrance.
Isn't it gorgeous? Two-story foyer, dental molding around the ceilings, dual staircase. It's lovely.
Well, I'm already in love.
And wait till you see the formal living room.
Julie, this house is magnificent.
It is really special. We are at 17664 Calle Mayor in Fairbanks Ranch. This house is over 12,000 square feet.
Wow.
6 bedrooms in the main home, plus office, plus billiard room. And there's a gorgeous pool house down below that we'll get to later.
Oh my goodness. So what room are we in now?
This is the formal living room. You've got beautiful coffered ceilings, hardwood floors, gorgeous fireplace. And the mural on the back wall is by Zubair and C. It's a 19th century French mural, like is found in the White House.
Oh my goodness, so keeping with the French theme, very much so.
Exactly, exactly. And this home has been the site of some wonderful parties. They've entertained the San Diego Symphony Orchestra here with Gustavo Romero on the piano, the chamber orchestra with Eugene Ugorsky on violin.
Oh my goodness.
Some really grand events.
I think I missed out on some events, that's for sure.
You did.
This house really, I mean, it's a perfect fit for that kind of event.
It is, but it's also, you'll see as we move on, that it's also a very comfortable family home.
Yes, I love that.
Well, the next room we're going to see is the family room. Let's step this way.
Perfect. Wow, Julie, even the hallways, like something out of royalty.
High ceilings, wide hallways. The homeowner actually used to skateboard up and down these halls all the time, but that was before they refinished all the floors.
Of course, yes.
All right, now we're standing just across from the formal dining room. Very spacious, lovely room with a butler pantry behind it.
Wow.
And we're in the more casual family room.
Yes.
You've got a beautiful custom entertainment center, French doors to the yard, a wet bar in the corner, and this beautiful two-sided fireplace that is shared with the kitchen.
Two-sided? Mm-hmm. Okay, so we got to check that out then.
Let's go. Very light and bright kitchen.
It's gorgeous.
Huge walk-in pantry, kitchen desk area, huge breakfast nook area by the fire, and even room for sofas. Not many kitchens have that.
Like, it's a beautiful big house, but it feels like a home.
Yes, a comfortable family home. And you've got a great sunroom over there that could, if a family buys this with young children, that could be a great play area for the kids and perfect view of the kitchen
And it
work
really
area.
is a sunroom because it's perfectly positioned.
Exactly, it's very sunny.
That would be my room. I'd love it.
Well, if you like sunshine, you're going to love the out of doors.
Okay.
Let's go have a look.
Julie, I am so in love with this house.
It is gorgeous, isn't it? A fabulous entertainer's backyard. You've got the sparkling spa and pool. You've got covered and uncovered patio areas, a cozy fire pit to gather around, outdoor kitchen, and then this terrific pool house behind us.
Which is a house in itself. It's so gorgeous.
It has a full kitchen. They used to host fabulous parties here for their kids' birthday parties and that sort of thing. And then down below, there's actually staff quarters with another
really?
full kitchen, full bath.
Well, I have to ask, I'm sure everybody's wondering, with a house this big, what about energy?
They have thought of everything. They installed a top-notch solar system that is designed to cover the whole 12,000 plus square feet. And they also coated the house with Tech Coat Cool Wall paint, which is 10 times thicker than normal paint and has reflective qualities. So in the summer, it lowers your energy needs by up to 21%.
Wow.
So even though it's large, it's actually a very energy efficient home.
Energy efficient and of course so private.
It is. You can't see any neighbors and they can't see you. It's just a lovely private backyard.
Well, I really don't want to leave. Everywhere I turn, it's just this beautiful, picturesque masterpiece. Thank you so much for having me.
It's been my pleasure. It really is a very special property and it was a pleasure to show you.
Jesse, I was so excited when you said we were going to go to one of your favorite cafes, but I was amazingly surprised when I saw how much beautiful love and culture is in this place. So tell everyone where we're at today.
Yeah, culture and coffee, right?
Yes.
We're at Por Vida Cafe in Barrio Logan, and we're lucky enough to have the owner, Milo, with us.
Thank you. Welcome, you guys.
Thank
Welcome.
you
Thanks for
so
being here.
much.
Thank you for being here.
So Jesse raves about you. I'm trying you out. It's pretty amazing, but what was the concept behind starting Por Vida?
The concept, I guess, I mean, you know, Barrio Logan has such great history, I think, to start off with. I think anything that's done here has to be done right. And embracing the culture definitely is the main, like the big thing, you know what I mean? You gotta,
It has to be authentic.
Exactly. It
Or
has
people
to be,
will see right through it.
Especially here.
Yes.
Yeah, especially here. We got, you know, Chicano Park a block away. You know, everyone, you know, has been doing things from the 70s here and for a purpose, you know what I mean? And we felt like if we came into, you know, into this area and we were gonna do something, we knew we had to do it right.
Absolutely.
You know, so I think that, you know, purpose and passion, you know, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I think that's what, you know, we were aiming to get, just execute it the right way.
I mean, I think you guys are doing things right because,
Yeah.
you know, we've been down here, we visited your neighbor's saloon down the
Yes,
street.
Which
yes,
you helped
yes.
open.
Yeah, we were, you know, we were a team that we,
love
you know,
that.
Salud is, it's, you know, forefront of the place, you know, of all these businesses here. You know, we're like family, you know, and it's just another stem off of it, you know.
Yeah, true testament to the culture.
Yes,
right?
definitely.
It
But
stays strong.
I have to be honest, it wasn't that I was passing by. That's not how I noticed you guys. I noticed you guys through social media.
Right.
You guys.
Surprise, surprise,
Surprise,
Jesse.
surprise.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
I tend to lurk there from time to time. You guys have like 34,000 followers.
Yeah,
We've
yeah.
been to some big places.
I don't even have 34.
You add all of these big places up, and nobody has 34,000.
Yeah.
So how do you guys do it? I mean, what is it?
I think, you know, it's all organic. You know, I think it's just, you know, your heart and your mind is in the right place, and you're gonna attract. People see that. You know what I mean? They're attracted to that, and I think, you know, just doing things, you know, play by play, and just executing them, and I think people are just, they're following the new trends, you know what I mean? And I think for us being Chicanos, Mexican, it was new. The coffee game, San Diego's big in the coffee game.
It sure is.
It's huge. It's just like the beer, you know what I mean? Like, so but I think like we were kind of like on the forefront of it. No one was really doing any kind of like Latino kind of Mexican coffee. I mean, people were doing things, but we really focused on really putting it out there. You know what I mean? And bringing back those old flavors, those ingredients that we grew up knowing as a kid. The canela and the brown sugar and the horchata and all these things that people were like, we put them in the coffee or our drinks because that's all we had.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And now
it wasn't a style of drink.
Now it's become trendy.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So but I think it's just it was done all organically, and people love what we do, and I think they can see right through that. They can see that it's true, and that we come from the heart with it. Really, we really try to.
Well, like you said, there's so many coffee shops, right? Around every corner. And what I love is you have people passing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coffee shops just to come here.
Man, I'm telling you, like, it's funny because they'll come to the register and they'll be like, we came all the way from Arizona. And I'm like, whoa. I'm like, you passed 46 coffee shops on the way down here, And I mean, LA, Arizona, New Mexico. I mean, every day we get so much people that want to come. It's kind of like, it's definitely not kind of, it is. It's a destination spot now.
Absolutely.
We're super thankful and grateful for that. We try to stay, up on and be on point, and it's just we're blessed. We just do what we love. And people, they can feel it, what I mean?
And what a compliment to you. I mean, what does that make you feel like as an owner, a creator, to bring that love and passion back into,
It's amazing. It feels great. We have a great team. My co-owner, Carolina Santana, she is like the backbone, you know what I mean? And our team, our managers, and our baristas. More than half of our baristas live in Tijuana. Too. So we really we take this serious. You know what I mean? And we really want to
supporting the culture.
Exactly.
And even more
it.
so, you support the culture because you also do something very unique here, which I think hasn't really brought to the table. So you have a gallery in the back,
yes,
and you allow people to showcase their art, and showcase singing, comedy, whatever it may be.
Yeah, we do. So we have an open gallery in the back, which is fairly new for us. We've always been involved in the art scene, really, like heavily in the art scene, but now this just allows us to really like bring it, all together. And then we have an open mic on Thursday nights, which that's really. It blew up too, I mean, I wish we had a bigger space, but this is what we got now, you know what I mean? So it's just one thing after another, you know what I mean? And I think like we never want to put too much on our plate, but when we do put something on our plate, we make sure that it's developed, and we make sure that we can, share it with everybody, and everyone has a chance to.
So they can come have a coffee.
Yeah.
And then I hear you have a famous lemonade. Is that what's happening?
Yeah. The cold brew lemonade. It's our cold brew coffee mixed with our limonada. It's all fresh, hand pressed.
Huh? I like it.
And people kind of like, you know what I mean? But once you taste it, it's amazing. Yeah, it's like when you think about it, it's not like the most coffee and juice.
Yeah.
But it's amazing. It's amazing.
Right.
And then we have a few new other drinks. We have we do one called Buenos Vidas. It's like good vibes. So we do a Mexican mocha with sage. So that's the newest one we put out, and it's amazing too. So it's just coming up, just being on that curve, you know what I mean, and just making sure that people can enjoy it and tell a story about that coffee and why we tried it, why we're doing it, you know what I mean, instead of just doing it, So that's our thing,
Milo, thank you so much for having us, and even more importantly, thank you for bringing that passion
Thank you.
to Barrio Logan.
Thank you,
and
guys.
I think it's time we try this lemonade.
Let's do it. Let's have a drink.
All right, let's do it.
look amazing. Look, visually, where do you ever get anything like this?
Art in a glass.
Yeah. You ready to go drink things?
Yes.
Let's go.
I've been waiting.
Okay, so if these taste anywhere as good as they look, we're in for a treat,
Oh,
right?
yes. And it's such a perfect day. Barrio Logan, I mean, it has shops, restaurants, and I love that they keep the culture in it.
I know, it's
right?
truly a destination spot here.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
It was such a pleasure being here. And there goes Milo. Bye, Milo.
Bye, Milo!
So cheers to Milo and cheers to Por Vida.
Cheers to Por Vida. Cheers.
We're in San Carlos, where a little hidden gem is bringing the community together with good food. We're gonna go check it out and have a bite. All right, so we are here. This is a hop-in spot. The door has just been like on rotation, people walking in and out. Jeff, where are we?
We are at the Trails Eatery on the border of San Carlos and Del Cerro, like in the middle of San Diego.
Awesome, and this is your baby, shall we call it? This is the family spot?
It is. So this is what I call my other child. I have two actual children, but the Trails is my my love. It's my true passion. I'm so lucky that I get to do what I love for work. So I get to feed people and build community every day right here in San Carlos.
That's amazing. So the first thing I noticed, I walked in, this place is packed and it smells delicious and yummy, so I can't wait to try this food. But also there's family photos, I take it, on the wall, in addition to all the families that are enjoying their meal. This feels like home, away from home.
That's the whole idea. We understood that being in San Carlos, it's such a unique part of San Diego, that we really wanted to kind of bring that outside community feel in, and there's no better way to do that than to really embody family. I call the crew that works here and the people that come here to eat my Trails family, and then I welcome them with pictures of my actual family. So my children are on the walls, my mom is on the wall, my father-in-law, and my mother-in-law, and it feels like a hug when you come in, right?
Yeah, Jeff, he was telling me that this is not only his neighborhood, but this is his spot in the neighborhood to come to, bring his family, show up, people know your name. It's like Cheers, but for breakfast.
Yeah, it really is. You know, people talk across tables, old neighbors say hello to each other, new relationships are built at the counter all the time. Just the other day we had a young family invite one of our retired customers to come and sit with them, and they bought her breakfast. It's just a really special space, but I think it's just a reflection of San Carlos. It kind of feels like a little piece of middle America right here in San Diego, a true neighborhood where you know your neighbors, where people just care about each other in a way that's deep and meaningful.
That is meaningful, and also something that's meaningful for San Diegans. I can speak for myself, but I know you, Jeff, have a background in the food industry with your family, having these fish markets in the Bay Area. People in San Diego, they require and they demand like a good, cool food scene, and this place checks all those boxes.
Oh, awesome. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, we like to say that we are a fine diner. So we like to do the simple things well. That's really important to us, but it's also important to have some fun. So we have like, here on the table, we have a lemon meringue French toast, but it's in a jar. We've got a herbed honey glazed chicken and waffles. So there's just some fun things that are happening here. I have a strawberry lavender CBD mimosa. These are things you can't get anywhere else when we're having fun with it, but we also do the basics really well too. So if you want bacon and eggs, we've got you covered.
And if I could say, like, nobody else is offering anything like this around here. And people, if they don't know about San Carlos, they are surprised to know that something like this exists. And the community has really wrapped their arms around it and is excited to have this opportunity to bring guests with them to check this place out. And as more and more people are coming to our part of San Diego from other parts, they're enjoying food like this, and this restaurant was really at the forefront of all that community building and bringing people this direction. So it's no longer a surprise.
I also heard that, being on the forefront, you guys are accepting of not only everybody, but also their food restrictions. Like, you can come as you are. If you don't eat gluten, or if you have certain food restrictions or food favorites, you basically have it all on your menu.
Absolutely. It's really important to me that everyone feels like they can sit around our table. So our table is an inclusive table in every way imaginable. So everybody, every walk of life, and everyone in all their situations are welcome here, and we love that. And that includes their food intolerances or preferences. So we've gone to great strides to make sure that when people come here, they don't feel like they're missing out on a darn thing. They're having the same experience in terms of having great quality food, bold flavors, and a satisfying dining experience as everybody else around the table.
Jeff, what's your favorite thing on the menu here?
You know, I'm really a bacon and eggs kind of person. Like I love food, but I always stick to the basics. I'm not that adventurous. Like, I did go to my first vegetarian restaurant ever about a month ago, and it was okay, but like, again, bacon and eggs, you can't really go wrong there. With my fish market background, I do like a good crab omelet that my mom makes, but you don't find those out and about too often.
Amazing.
It's about as wild as I get.
Oh, I noticed that on some of your cups, you're speaking of bacon and eggs, there's like #Bay, there's GFAF. What does that stand for?
So officially, we'll say that that is either gluten-free is awesome fun, wink, wink, or good food and friends. A lot of our customers will say about that. We also have a brunch so hard. That's our hashtag that we use all over the place.
I was asking a question earlier about like, so the gluten-free menu that you offer, and I was asking, is that something that, you know, we're now being more aware of food allergies and food issues and what we can and can't eat? Do you find that to be something new, or because I mean, every day I meet new families, right? And I'm hearing about like what their kids are eating and not eating for dinner. Like as a parent myself, we're constantly talking about like what our kids are eating. We're lucky in our family that we haven't had any of those issues so far, but we're aware very much of it. So maybe you could tell us a little bit about how you started this and your approach to it.
Sure. My son was born with a severe dairy sensitivity, which he's since outgrown, but I can tell you that he's still uncomfortable if he has too much dairy. And because of that, I just sort of had a different awareness about people's food sensitivities. And what I think is different now is that people are paying more attention to their bodies and recognizing that food not only is something that we eat as fuel, but it also can be harmful to us. So those things that we may have just kind of like said, oh, that doesn't agree with me. We're recognizing that as something that our body is actually rejecting now.
Well, it's really great that you're offering that to our community because, again, you're serving a huge need and giving them something great to eat at the same time. So that's really fantastic for you to do that for us.
Yes, absolutely. Well, thanks for having us. And I don't know about you, but I want to dig in more about this, but also the food.